Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. Tonight, we'll see Miami as they play against Toronto. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brett Berry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Here we go.
So, Miami will get the first possession. Pass to Wembanyama. Outside for Simmons. With some arc. That drops. Nice feed that time from Wembanyama. Simmons got the opening basket of the game for Miami. Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And, Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. Toronto shooting their first foul shot of the game.
And the defensive prowess of Howard is simply phenomenal. Not only a shot-blocking master, but his mere presence alone makes shooters incredibly nervous.
Now, here's Banchero. And it goes down 2 points.
Oh, good to see that Banchero has options if he can't penetrate. Your game has to be multifaceted in the league. And going to the windmill dunk to turn this place on its ear.
This crowd is stunned. Out of bounds, Miami takes possession. First quarter, just over a minute played. And Simmons slams it in.
Oh, Big Ben rocking it.
Up top, Barrett. Over Irving. And Simmons with the rebound.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there.
And Wembanyama throws it down.
And we talk about how Wembanyama makes the wow plays. Wow.
Now, here's Banchero. There's the three. And again, Toronto no up. It's been a quick start for Miami. Pass to LeBron. Back to Irving. Here's Wembanyama for three. Toronto grabs the miss. Now Howard. Outside Barrett. There's a minute 40 left to play in the first. Now here's Banchero. Over by LeBron. Shot clock at 3. Banchero, that's good. Banchero's got 5.
And he's got a nice fluid motion on his long-range shots. I think Banchero will be a consistent three-point shooter at the NBA level.
For 3. And again, Toronto with the triple.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
And Irving throws it down.
And you love the quick ups, but then how about that explosiveness on the finish? Irving, man, he just has incredible gifts.
Crawford's shot is good. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, it reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Rejected by Nowitzki. Outside for Wembanyama. And the 3 off target. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Howard with it. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. Here's Irving. Here's Mutombo. And it's Dikembe with the jam.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Here's Banchero. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Miami leads by 1. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Miami.
And they've set the tone from the jump. They're looking to pound it inside and score in the paint.
Love the passing that they displayed at the start of the game. Great ball movement that's opening up some chances without really getting deep into the execution.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Russia. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one.
And here's George for 3. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for Toronto. Brent, it seems like throughout his career, Gilgeous-Alexander has an answer to whatever the defense might throw at him.
Well, the defenses don't have answers to stop him, Kevin. I know that. This guy is so quick with the basketball. He's so good at adapting on the fly with the ball, getting around the initial defender to make plays. Superstars have that quality. SGA has it in spades.
And here's KD for 3. Comes out of the game empty. He's 0 for 1. Connect. Offensive rebound. Here's Howard. Pass to Raja. Toronto working the ball around now. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Paul George grabs the miss. Miami trails by 3. Here's Jordan. Outside for KD. The second chance effort. Toronto grabs the miss. Howard with it. Now guarded by Jordan. Here's Connect. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
Love the high release on Connect jump shot.
Now a timeout called by Miami. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Miami trails by 5. Beyond the arc. Miami no good on that time either. Murray outside. It's rebounded by Durant.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
And here is Gilgeous-Alexander following Porzingis' 3. Pass to Murray. And they double up Murray. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. That's in there. Murray with the assist.
Revenge. Alexander coming right back for 3 of his own.
No good from Jordan. Toronto by 5. Here's Raja. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Remember when big men shooting threes were as rare as a Sasquatch, and now those big guys are everywhere.
A shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. Drains the three-pointer. Giannis has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And even 3-on-3 break. The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
Yeah, this is a testament to how competitive Durant is, able to score against physical defenders.
Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Murray outside. Over Durant. Murray, no good. LeBron gathering speed. Irving can't get it to go. Here's Kimmett. And Ben Simmons picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Here's Crawford. The lead is 2. Nowitzki outside. Shot clock at 5. It's tipped. Goes up from the top of the key. Howard's shot is good.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Kicks it out to James. Pass to Wembanyama. Barrett wide open. He fires. And that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard. Barrett's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. The block by Simmons.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. God, what a play!
That is fun to watch. Lets it go at the very last second.
Oh, man, that's got to be frustrating for the defense, too. You just give up momentum like that at the end of the quarter.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Toronto leading by 8. Here's Crawford. Driving to the basket.
Jamal Crawford so hard to handle in one-on-one situations. That time blows past the defense.
And it's Simmons penetrating. And Simmons slams it in.
And your point guard's got to be the catalyst. Great job getting to the 10.
Well, Greg, he knows when they need a lift.
Did you see how much air he had under him? Wow.
Down low. Irving, good.
And you got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Now here's Crawford. And a minute played as the second half gets going. No one near Banchero as he lets it go. Drills the three-pointer. Banchero's got 14.
And Banchero is putting it all together, capable of scoring from all 3 levels.
And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Here's Simmons. And it's Toronto with the rebound.
Well, you can tell right there he just wanted to go for the jam, but the defense too good and distracting.
LeBron with the block.
That anticipation off the charts. Great job by LeBron to deny that one.
Now here's Simmons. 10 points for him. No good from LeBron. Banchero outside. It's Barrett on the wing. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 to shoot. And Simmons with the rebound. Miami trails by 9. Brent, there can't be any question now that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has arrived as an NBA superstar.
No doubt about it, Kevin. When you finish in the top 3 of MVP voting, that is a stamp of approval. SGA, one of the more feared players in the game, and this guy is on his way.
Banchero outside. .135 left in the third. Nifty move. And the rejection by LeBron. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. 1:25 left in the third quarter. The wide open look here for Porzingis. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
Nice shot selection from Porzingis that time, looking to fire.
And here's Jordan. He'll bring it up for Miami. It's a 5-point game. Sinks it. And the shot from Porzingis.
I just don't think they want him taking that kind of shot. Again, his teammates are just laughing, shaking their heads there on the bench.
Pass to Connect. Shot clock at 6. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. As a junior college product, Dalton Knecht didn't have a traditional path to the NBA.
Yeah, Kevin, spent 2 years at a JC, 2 more at a small Division I program, then used his extra year of eligibility to transfer to Tennessee, and there he became a first-team All-American and turned himself into a first-round pick.
Toronto leading by 5. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock.
And like a lot of young players, Barrett's working hard to become proficient from range.
Jordan's shot is off. Out to the right wing. Inside. Oh, he jams it straight down.
And you like to see that from Connect. Found the man with a better look.
Outside, KD. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. KD's got 6 points. And a deep 3 from George. And so it's Toronto heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming here. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. Miami trails by 7 to the inside. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
From the high post. And another basket for Toronto.
And won't find many more games as entertaining as this one.
No, this is about as high-octane a game as you're going to find.
And it's to Kembe with the jam.
I mean, the one guy you have to box out. Dikembe is so active on the glass.
And there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. That's foul number 2 for him. And Toronto making a change here. And here's Barrett. Lets it go with the 3. Banchero, that's good.
And he's one of those guys that just keeps coming at you. Paolo Banchero is special.
The kick out to Irving. This one for 3. Mutombo misses.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
We played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. The three-pointers right on target.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Pretty infectious right here, guys. In good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He has decided it's the right time to talk. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David. Aldridge.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Doc Rivers said to his team. He told them, don't look at the scoreboard. We have to play like we're tied. They want their team to sustain that level of effort, and we'll see how it works out. Kevin?
Okay, David, much appreciated. That's Humble with the ball. And it's Howard picking him up. And here's James outside. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist. Well, Grimes got himself going there. His first points of the game in the deep ball. Here's Banchero. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
And great work inside. This is where Banchero feasts.
Outside for Simmons. Plays it up and banks it in.
Well, this is a gravity game right now. Whatever he throws up must come down. He's having a great game.
Here's Howard. Kicks it out to Crawford. Onside, Barrett. And he drives in. And he finishes nicely on the way. And Toronto leads by 8.
Using some muscle there on the finish. I like seeing Barrett be active inside.
They get the rebound. Good ball movement here by Miami. A shot by LeBron. No good. 1:16 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Banchero, right side. And he banks in the layup. And now a 10-point Toronto lead.
And he's going to be a consistent scorer when he can get those shots to fall. Defense has to do a better job against Banchero inside.
Irving for 3. And the 3-ball is good.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
And he gets the bucket.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope. And that's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
The basket here, and this game may be all over.
Yeah, but the main priority, Kevin, has to be taking care of the basketball and using the clock.
Gilgeous-Alexander deciding where to go with it. 5 to shoot. Simmons with the defensive effort. Now Irving. Lets it go from deep. And that's collected by Nowitzki. And now they decide to foul intentionally. Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's an 8-point game. Now a timeout called by Miami. They're behind by 8. Guys, what do you think?
Trying to keep hope alive, but I don't see them making a comeback.
Yeah, this is the classic too little, too late. The effort coming and not enough time for them to get back in it.
So it's Toronto winning this one. Some good competition, but Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, giving us the rundown from the sideline courtside, David Aldridge.
Here we go.
So, Miami will get the first possession. Pass to Wembanyama. And he gets it to go.
And I like when Wembanyama is aggressive on offense because defenses feel helpless to stop it.
Outside Edwards. Embiid with it. Ben Simmons with the rebound. Irving from long range. It's rebounded by Houston. Here's Drexler. And a great assist by Weber as that one goes in.
A truly selfless player. Weber loves to score, but he also wants to see the rest of his team get involved. And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Weber a screen to the inside. Out of bounds. Miami takes possession. We play just over a minute here in the first. Pass to James. Back to Simmons. Three-pointer. Kept alive. Wembanyama left side. Shot clock at 6. Here's Irving. And he slams it down right on top of Joel Embiid.
And you love the quick ups, but then how about that explosiveness on the finish? Irving, man, he just has incredible gifts.
Edwards can't hit.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
Now Weber after LeBron's three-pointer that didn't go. And so Houston again turning it over. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Good ball movement here by Miami. Wasted no time on that one.
Oh, nice setup by Wembanyama. On top of everything else, this guy has an incredible IQ.
Embiid the screen. Another miss by Houston. Here's Miami now. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Hey, GA, how about Damian Lillard's time in Portland? 11 magnificent years.
I mean, Kevin, arguably the best trailblazer of all time. Rookie of the year, then 7 All-Star appearances.
Oh, my goodness! What a play!
And this is Simmons at his best. When this kid is attacking the rim, he is tough to contain.
Lillard outside. The three ball. Another miss by Houston. Miami leading by 13. Irving with a clean look. And it's off from three-point range. Worthy outside. Kicks it out to Drexler. Kept alive by Houston. Over in the corner, Edwards. Wembanyama with it. Now defended by Embiid. Fires from deep. And
Welcome to 2K Sports. We've got live NBA basketball headed your way on this fine Wednesday afternoon. And this is Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry. Allie LaForce, our reporter tonight. Here we go. So it's Miami now. Here's Myteam. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty. Hanging on the rim, just showing off. That's how you extend the glory right there. The offensive rebound. Antetokounmpo for 3. Doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor. Outside Simmons. And it's Simmons with the jam.
A sensational athlete. I like when Simmons rises up with confidence and jams it through.
Pass to Spates. James with a steal. And here they come. Jacks up a three. Offensive rebound. Here's Mutombo. Off target from three-point range. Here's Toronto with the ball. 4-point game. Here's Bogut. Nice move. And the layup is up and in.
Tough to match up with Bogut, especially his size and that soft touch.
Here's Irving.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride and makes it look easy.
Williamson, no good.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Ooh, lots of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws will follow that whistle.
It's just not easy to contain or control LeBron James. A nightmare when trying to stop him, especially on the drive.
And he makes both free throws.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Here's Bogut. To the right side. Here's Spates. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Wembanyama. And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Down low. Picked it out of midair. It's James on the wing. Pass to Mutombo. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama.
With his length and energy, Wembanyama has the ability to be a game-changing defender.
.141 left in the first. 6 on the shot clock. Antetokounmpo with it. Shoots from the elbow. Connects. The jumper drops.
Giannis finding the mid-range J, and he can score over the top.
From deep, here's Simmons. Rebound, Toronto. Williamson looking around. Antetokounmpo, left side. Here's Bogut. There's the drive.
Well, Bogut's capable, especially if there's that kind of room, of driving to the rack. Not many guys want to get in front of him.
Outside Irving. Out to James. Fires the three. He drops it from range. James has got 5.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
The 3 is up. Bogut, no good. Miami leading by 5. James throws it down.
Sometimes LeBron just likes to take it all out on the rim. That time on display.
Here's Spates. Pass to Williamson. Antetokounmpo outside. And Giannis with the jam.
There is no doubt what's going to happen once he reaches the rim.
Now, here is James. Here's Mutombo. Outside Irving. From deep, here's Simmons. And that does it for the first quarter. Miami out in front. They're up by 5. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Miami.
Well, great play down low. I mean, you expect the defense to adjust, collapse maybe, but that should open up things on the perimeter later in the game.
That's green.
Well, not only that, but you love how unselfish they've been to start this game. That's going to get all the guys in a great flow and feeling good. So moving that ball around and scoring off assists, it's a nice way to play.
Now here's Doncic. Here's Antetokounmpo. Ooh, it's stolen. It's George on the wing. Inside. Pass to Olajuwon. Shot from the wing. Rebound Miami. In 2024, Luka Doncic recorded 6 consecutive 30-point triple-double games.
That's right, B.A. The first time anyone has done it in NBA history. So if you didn't already believe in Luka magic, well, there's some proof that the magic is real.
To the left side wing. Porzingis misses. Toronto trails by 5. Here's Anderson. The shot's good on the assist by Cunningham.
Well, there are a myriad of reasons why Cade Cunningham went first overall in the draft, but his incredible passing is certainly at the top of the list.
Time called here. Miami decides to talk it over. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Oh, look out! Porzingis!
And for Porzingis, gosh, the dunk looks so easy.
They set the pick. And here's Cunningham outside. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Miami leading by 4. Over to the left wing. Here's Porzingis. It's rebounded by Olajuwon. Koulibaly on the wing. Close the net on 2 minutes played here in the second. To the paint. Oh, George with a steal. Pass to Durant. Toronto making a switch here. Left side Durant. Kicks it to George. And George with the jam.
Love when PG's just aggressive in close, just punishing the rim that time.
And it's Poole with the ball for Toronto. They trail by 6. Poole floating in for the slam. He's electric.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Back to Adams. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Cunningham looking it over. Cunningham attacks for 3.
And right now, Cunningham has that shot dialed in.
And make no mistake, Cade Cunningham is the end. This team, Grant.
Man, his vision and playmaking are crucial to the offense. Coach trusts him to make the right reads and set up his teammates. He has cut down on mistakes and is rounding into an elite point guard.
Back to Cunningham. Here's Olajuwon. No points so far. 4 on the clock. Elbow shot. And it's Cunningham missing. Miami leading by 3. Pass to Porzingis. Adams grabs the miss. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. It's rebounded by George. From deep, here's Doncic. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Miami out in front, up by 3. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Toronto trails by 3. Here's Bogut. Launches it from deep. Kept alive. No good that time. And it's Miami's ball. Left side, Wembanyama. Back to Irving. Wembanyama screen. Irving up top. Back to Wembanyama. And there's James from the arc. Rebound Toronto. For the tie. On target from range. And that'll tie this game up.
And he wastes no time coming out of the break.
Pass to Bogut. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Here's Koulibaly. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. The dive for the ball. Robbed. Here's George. Pass to Olajuwon. Here's Bogut. Over Simmons. Buried from 15 feet out. Bogut's got 6.
Andrew Bogut's not going to take any shot, really, that he feels he can't make, and he lets the offense come to him that time.
And here's Simmons. Pass to Mutombo. For 3. And again, no good by Miami. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Now here's Koulibaly. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. He's got 6.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now it's a shootout.
And Toronto calls time here. A minute 53 left in the third quarter. Here's Williamson. Oh, deflected. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Pass to Poole. Here's Wembanyama. Both teams will make substitutions. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Antetokounmpo outside. Just 5 on the clock. In close. Antetokounmpo delivers.
And I like that. Giannis slowing down just a little bit, in control there.
Simmons looking around. Oh, and the jam by Simmons.
Oh, my. Big Ben showing us how it's done.
On the take. Here's Bogut. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
Get up there, young fella. Sometimes as a point guard, you got to take it yourself.
Well, it's okay to be selfish when you can flush it like that.
Well, if he's calling his own number, there's a reason for it. They respect the decision-making from him out there.
It's his first trip to the line. That free throw misses.
And Giannis will just about do anything the coaching staff asks. A true team player.
Miami making a switch here. Good on the second one. Miami trails by 5. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Porzingis with it. Doncic outside. Doncic, count it.
And give Luka the ball, and you know what happens next. Instantly, he finds a shot.
Here's Bogut. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
Yeah, just hold for the last shot. Don't give him another possession at all.
Well, hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
Fires from the corner. And no good. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. Toronto out in front, leading by just 2. And when we return, we'll get the 4th. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And here's Doncic. He'll bring it up for Miami. Doncic throwing his weight around.
Oh, my. Tight defense, but Doncic just muscles it in.
Pass to Anderson. Back to Antetokounmpo. Now Poole. Doncic pulls down the board. So it's Miami now to take the lead. Can't get it to drop.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Shot on the wing. Good D by Doncic. And it's Miami's ball. And they go to the intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Time called here. Miami decides to talk it over. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Miami's coach going over their plan during the break. Coach telling their team this is a tight one. We need full effort defensively, 1 or 2 stops, and we will win this game. A coach preaching defense, a familiar tune.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Here's Cunningham. Pass to Anderson. Cunningham outside. 6 to shoot. Rebound Miami. It's intercepted. Outside Koulibaly. Hey, blocked by Simmons.
Oh, what a swat by Simmons. Using his size and reach to bat away the shot.
And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Miami.
Yeah, they've done a great job of challenging every shot they can. Their totals in the block column are a result of that aggression.
Well, another thing that has really stood out is just their effort defensively. Active hands, jumping the passing lanes, racking up steals. That's been impressive.
Just 5 to shoot. And here they go on a free run to the bucket.
The pass-first nature of Simmons. Fantastic job scanning the floor and finding the open teammate.
Cunningham with the ball. Driving to the basket. And two hands.
You gotta love what Cade Cunningham as a young star is bringing to this game.
Pass to Myteam. Outside to Irving.
Finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. And Toronto calls time here. A minute 29 left in the fourth quarter here. And again, Toronto, no good.
Well, I'm not a fan of that one, guys. If he wants to help his team cut into this deficit, he should not be attempting those kind of shots.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
And the dunk by Wembanyama.
Well, Victor doesn't have too far to go. I mean, he just pops up to the rim, makes it look so easy.
Logan hits a three-pointer.
And defensively, how do you leave him that open in crunch time?
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Zion Williamson. That's his first foul. .105 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Simmons. Here's Myteam. 5 on the clock. Money.
Yeah, an elite passing forward. Simmons just dropping a dime. At this point, I'm not sure if it's the play calling or the player himself.
And the finish by Irving.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Outside Koulibaly. Knocked loose. And they're on the break. Here's Myteam. Three-pointer in transition. And now it's a 10-point Miami lead.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Outside Simmons. Pass to James. Back to Simmons. Puts up a three. And again, it's Miami from deep. And so Miami takes the win. Even early on in this game, they